What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today I'm dropping the fall menswear essentials for 2025. This is going to be based off of J.Crew, so most of the items that I'm looking at will be from the website, and if it's not, I'll definitely drop the brand name so that you can go Google it and find it yourself. This video is just going to be like an overall guide into what are essentials that you should have in your wardrobe today if you're looking to build something or add anything. I'm also going to tell you what's a timeless essential and what's maybe a seasonal trend, you know? Okay, so first things first, knitwear. This is the bread and butter. At the bottom, I have what I think are essentials. So we have the crew neck, we have the half zip, what I think are trendy items. This sweater polo, this new way of doing a sweater polo, I think is very trendy. Roll necks, trendy. And then what I think are non-essential things, meaning it's cool if you have it, but you don't really need it, and that's cardigans and hoodies. So starting off with crew necks, if you don't have a crew neck, go get one, because this is the best item that you can possibly buy, especially for the fall. It comes in multiple different colors. You can literally get it in black all the way up the color scale up to a white. So think about the fall, you want to be wearing these nice, rich, dark hues. You have those navy blues, the black, the grays, the browns, the dark reds, all of them perfect for the weather. Also, they come in different types of material. So you can get one in cashmere, wool, cotton, different materials. Also comes in different textures. So the guy on the right hand, you'll see his texture that's more of a heavier fit, heavier design. You see the pattern on it, it's all there. So you can mix and match. You can literally build a whole closet full of different types of crew necks. But I think this style is the most versatile. It's easy to match, easy to layer with. It's probably the most perfect item out there in the world. So definitely go get yourself one of these, and you can get one for as cheap as like $30 and spend it however much you want to go ahead and spend on. Next, we have the sweater polo. I love this item. I think this item is sick. This is definitely a timeless essential, but based on what J.Crew had on their image, it had this green product I think is hideous. Don't get that. Do not get that. I think that must be a trend or whatever, but do not buy a button-up sweater polo. I think it's hideous. Go get yourself a sweater polo like any other example on this slide. Same thing, different colors, different fits, materials, it's all there. You can find whatever you want online and it's gonna look good. Just don't get that green image, that green product, I mean. Okay, so my thing for the roll necks is I think this is a trendy thing. I think if you don't fish or you're not 6'3", 250, I think you can't really pull this off, like this roll neck on the left. You gotta be a certain kind of build. You have to look really rugged. I'm thinking of freaking Vikings wearing this. So if you're not fitting that description, do not buy this. What I would recommend is a normal turtleneck. You can get one that's very slim, that fits on your body. That way you can layer maybe an overshirt on top of it. That'll look really nice. Or if you want to go get a chunkier version with a nice texture and pattern on it, the image in the middle is a great example. So that is what I recommend. Do not get a roll neck. Just go get yourself a normal turtleneck. Now cardigans, I think cardigans are nice. Only thing is you got to make sure you get a really good cardigan. In my experience, I think anything you find at most of these malls, if you're not spending at least over $150 on the cardigan, it's probably gonna look like shit. In my example here, the guy in the smaller image in the gray monochromatic outfit, I think he's like a model for Banana Republic. Basically, I think that's an ugly ass cardigan. In my opinion, I think if you want to get one, it has to be chunky, has to be a really nice texture, really nice material, and you also have to have a look. In my opinion, I feel like most people who wear cardigans have a really nice look, and not nice, but they have a unique look. But if you are gonna get one, definitely get something that's nice and chunky, has great texture to it, and stay away from any thin material looking items. Next, we have the half zip and quarter zip. Here are examples of someone rocking it in a casual way, a business casual way, and just, I would say, casual, you know? So here you can find something that's roomier. So if you're just gonna go do some casual fits, this is like nice, made out of cotton. You can grab this from Abercrombie. And if you're looking for something that's for the office or more of an elevated casual look, here from Ralph Lauren, and then you can get this like a black one from anywhere, J.Crew. So I'd recommend this. This is a great essential. It gives you that old money look really easy. It's easy to match and layer as well. So you can go super casual or business casual or just super elevated with this. Last but not least is hoodies. So for me, when it comes to hoodies, I think chicks really do dig a hoodie, especially like this swaggy look. But this is like for a young guy. I think literally 25 below is the best. This is how you dress. If you're a little bit older than that, I guess you can get away with it. Depends on how you look. Depends if you look 30 or 35 or however you look. But in my example, here I have a guy on the left and the right. These are more swaggy. I think a lot of chicks dig this. But as you get older, you probably start to tone it down a little bit more. Things start becoming less roomier and more tightly knitted. So here's an example in the middle of a guy who I think is like, if you think about a Silicon Valley old money guy, how he's gonna dress to wear a hoodie, this is my example. This is how I think he would wear it. For me, it's a non-essential, but I definitely think these are great outfits, but it's just too young for me. If I wear this, I feel like I'm aging myself backwards. All right, now moving on to shirts and tops. Here, I'm just gonna recommend 2 items that are more than just a regular t-shirt or a long sleeve. Here, I love the Rugby and the Henleys. I think these are great items. I don't think they're trendy. I think they'll always be around. So for the Rugby shirt, it's, you know, traditional. It's a great uniform. Gives you that preppy athletic edge, very transitional layers. So you're working with a heavier cotton, perfect for layering over a t-shirt or under a jacket. And then it just pairs well with jeans, chinos, or any relaxed look that you can find. Moving on with the Henley shirt, this is just that vintage sportswear appeal. You got the button placket without the collar. This bridges the gaps between like a t-shirt and a polo. Really good at layering essential, very comfortable, casual. You can get this at a J.Crew. You can go get this used. It's literally all over the world. It works great for everybody, flattering for most body types, and you can easily dress it up or down. Okay, now moving on to the boots of this. All right, now moving on to footwear. Here I just have 3 examples. I'm gonna talk about first the camion boot, second, the mock toe, and third, Red Wings. Just to give you a summary, this is something that I would say is a non-essential, but definitely something cool to have. This is not an essential, this is trendy. Here, this is essential, but if you can't find it or you don't want to spend 600 bucks on it, then definitely just find another pair of Chelsea boots. That's the summary for that. Now to go in a little bit deeper, camion boot, beautiful color, comes in this nice brown as well as a black. Patinas over time so nicely. It's a beautiful, nice little heel on it, so you get that, you know, extra inch when you're out in the street. So the mock toe I think looks great, but I will recommend anybody any day of the week to just get a chunkier loafer. That's it. Because this I think is cool for time to time, but I think a chunky loafer just looks great no matter when you wear it. And then the Red Wing, just a classic item in menswear staples. You can just go out in the street, rock this, and it's gonna look nice, especially with time. And they just basically never go out of style. So any celebrity you see, whether it's, you know, Brad Pitt, Austin Butler, Daniel Day-Lewis, or Joe Schmo from down the street, this is a piece of clothing or item in menswear fashion that is accessible to everyone. All right, moving on to outerwear. Now, this is one of my favorite pieces of clothing to wear, and it's an overcoat. I think this adds just a beautiful richness to an outfit. It's super cool, super relaxed. I don't think this is gonna look bad on anybody as well. All you gotta do is make sure that you have some nice size lapels. It's a nice texture or thickness to the coat, and it goes past your knees. I think if it hits all 3 of those points, you got yourself a nice overcoat. Now here we have Daddy Steve McQueen with his Harrington jacket. Here I think this is just a smart jacket to wear. You can wear it laid back with some nice jeans, or wear it with a more a preppy chino look. Here are examples of all that, but in my opinion, I think this is a nice jacket to have in the transition from, you know, that summer to cold. You want to wear a sweater underneath and then just a light jacket, nothing that's gonna overheat you. Now moving on to leather jackets. You have different versions of a leather jacket. You can go for a bomber, you could go for a biker, you can go for a cafe racer. There's tons of different options. They come in different washes, different colors, different types of materials, lambskin, calf skin, whatever it is you find online. You can go on Google, what are the top best selling, and then just copy that. You can go to a Zara and get the $50-$60 one, or you can go to Shot and spend $1,000. However you want to do it, just go and do it, because this is the item you need. It looks great on everybody. Make sure you also want to get something that is gonna allow you to layer as well, because you can get a leather jacket and find yourself saying, well, I can't even get a sweater underneath this. I can only wear a t-shirt. All right, and that's today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys got some knowledge out of it, and maybe some of the recommendations that I've made has helped you to go and spend some of that hard-earned dinero. So enjoy it, and see you guys next time. Peace.